Hello everybody, and welcome back to Renegade Platinum. This is part 8, episode 8, season 8, whatever you want to call it. And we are back, and this time, we're going to go straight to the gym, after we go straight to the Pokemon. Yep. And well, we weren't really good at the gym, because you can't go to the gym just yet. But something kind of cool just happened in this episode that is like new to the hack, which I thought was super cool, and I'll definitely be talking about that a lot when it happens. But until then, well, actually, at first, I also kind of go a bit stupid, and we can talk about that too. So, check on what this dude has. This dude never really had anything that interested me. Like, he has the other cool balls, but like, they're always so expensive. I was like, nah, get out of here. So obviously, this dude's blocking the gym. I think this is true in the original. But he says to go to Route 216, which is actually on the way to Snow Point City, which I think is really cool, because that's not how it usually happens. That's not usually true. But the problem is, I didn't really read that. Or like, I read that it said 216. But in my head I was just like, that can't be the ice place. There's no way they'd make you go there. That's not how this game works. Like, in my head, that just made no sense. So I don't really go there immediately. I go to Route 211, I think, which is on the other side of Mount Coronet, instead of, like, north from Mount Coronet, or, like, inside Mount Coronet. So, I kind of messed that up, but we do a bit of training, we die, and we end up there eventually. So it all works out, but it makes it a bit more of an interesting journey. But really, I literally could have done it in like 2 seconds. Literally like 2 seconds, if I just gone the right direction. I even did at one point. I actually did go the right direction, but I was like, no, there's no way we're supposed to go here this early. I'm sure I can't make it through. But man, surely I was so wrong. We all know I'm wrong. So here's the best champion. Oh, spoiler alert. The best champion in the game. In the series. Cynthia, who is the most banger of a theme. I am not looking forward to fighting her. How to say that? I'm gonna need like 6 level 100s. I'm sure that's what she has. I actually have no idea. I am not looking forward to her fight. It's gonna be ridiculous. Obviously, like a true Pokemon master. My God, I cannot speak. As a true Pokemon master who just bit his tongue, I have to obviously check for hidden items. I can't believe I just bit my tongue, dude. I'm so sad. I always thought that was cool, how they have the, like, the bike stands. I forget what they're called, because I don't ride a bike. But I always thought that was cool how they had those, and like in some of them they have bikes next to them. As a kid, I always tried to put my bike there, but obviously that didn't work. But I did always enjoy that. I thought that was cool. It's just like, I don't know, it's just one of those like little aesthetic things that, I don't know, it just adds a bit more life to the world, which is what I really enjoy. I like when they do that. I think that's why I like overworld Pokemon. So I feel like it adds a bit more life to the world. Like, you really can see that. I think if you had following Pokemon, like the Pokemon that follow behind you, like from your own like party, I think that would like just be perfect. Pretty much like Let's Go. Pretty much just do what Let's Go did. Have overworld with following Pokemon. I feel like then it would feel like really alive. And like, it's crazy they just haven't done that yet. Because they clearly have all the walking animations in the game. You're not fooling anyone now. So, I don't know, that'd just be cool. But obviously, it's probably never going to happen. They do have follow a Pokemon in this game, which is like really weirdly done. There's like that one little, I forget what it's called. It's just like a little park that you walk around, and like, you can only bring certain Pokemon in there that can follow you. Like, I think all the starters can, and like, I think I don't know who can't do it, but I know that some can't do it. At least I'm pretty sure. That's how they make it sound in the game. I assume some can't, but maybe I'm wrong. But I just thought that was weird. Like, why did they include it in this one area? If they weren't going to do it everywhere. I don't know. It just makes no sense. I know in Heart Gold Soul Silver, I think that's the only mainline game where, like, a follower Pokemon follows you. And it can be any Pokemon. Like, Yellow is just Pikachu. Obviously, Let's Go, but I know that Game Freak calls it main series, but I don't really call it that. But, like, Let's Go. You can have any Pokemon. But Heart Gold Soul Silver is like the only game where you can have any Pokemon follow you in a main series game. It's just such a weird feature. Like, I don't get why they brought it back for Heart Gold Soul Silver. That's what confuses me. Because Gold and Silver didn't have that. Or Crystal, I don't think. So it's just like, not as far as I could remember. So it just seems really weird that they brought that back for Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like, I wonder what made them do that. But then I wonder what made them not bring it back for Black and White. Because they obviously would have had all the sprites made. For, you know, the 400 or whatever Pokemon up to Gen 4. Obviously, they would have had to make the ones for Gen 5. But it's just like, why didn't they? I don't know. It confuses me. I think it's such a random feature, I think, to include in a remake of all things. But then not bring back for the actual, like, new games. I don't know. It confuses me. But I guess I shouldn't look into it too much. But it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. And it is one of those features, like, pretty much everyone talks about how much they like it. I don't think I've heard a single person say that they don't like follow a Pokemon. Granted, I don't know a lot of people. And I don't go around asking a lot of people. But still, no one's told me that they don't like it. So if you don't like it, tell me. Because I'd like to know if there is someone out there that doesn't like follow a Pokemon. It just seems like one of those universally loved features that the devs just never bring back. That's just a classic in any video game. There's like that universally loved feature that everyone praises. Literally no one criticizes it, for the most part. And then the devs are just like, yeah, we don't like it. And it's like, oh, okay. Whatever, dude. But I don't know. That's all I know. So I did make a little change. I put Rhyhorn like in the back and gave him the XP share. He just I wasn't really feeling him, so it's like I'm just gonna give him the XP share and just let him like get a free ride for a little bit. Just maybe have a better time when he's a bit high leveled. So that's what I'm doing for now. So down here is the best team in the game, Taunt, which is obviously something a player like me would use. So obviously checking for hidden items. Oh my god, come on dude. Stop it. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. We know there's nothing here. I've gotten so used to just checking for items. I just can't help myself. See, look. Look at that. Hidden item right there. So now we're in Mount Coronet, and obviously there's about 1 million encounters. So, I'm just going to be avoiding all those. I do later on get some repels, because I'm sick of this. And, well, it doesn't really change much for the video, because I edit it out. But it saves me a lot of time having to go through it and edit it all. So, that's fine with me. Every time I don't get a hidden item, I should just, like, cancel myself. So at first I thought I'd check what's down here, because I don't think this area is usually open until later on in the game. So I figured I might as well take a look. I think there's like a boulder in the way or something. Alright, so this fight. I decided I'd catch a Beldum just in case I wanted to use a Beldum. Because I like Metagross. He's a cool dude, but he kills my Curlier, which was very nice. But yeah, Beldum's sick, so we're gonna catch one of him. We're gonna rock that, maybe, but not at the moment. Maybe I will replace someone with the Beldum, or just any other Pokemon that I enjoy. There are plenty of other Pokemon that I enjoy in this game. Like maybe I'll replace him with like a Gibble. Oh, that'd be cool. Also, I just had to show this. I just love that NPC walking up and down, like looking left and right. It just looks so satisfying. Okay, so I think I'm about to head there slightly now. Maybe I cut it out. I actually don't remember. But yeah, this is the way you're supposed to go, which is up. And so I run to a nose pass and I catch the nose pass. That's pretty much all I really do that's up here, like noteworthy up here. And what I should have done was carry on, because that was the way to progress the story. But I didn't, because I'm just not used to that. That's just not how this game usually rolls, and I just wasn't used to it. So yeah, go down here, get this item, and then I do explore a little bit, but there's no real reason like showing that, because I don't find anything and I don't go anywhere. So I go back and I head to this route, which is just the same route that we were previously on. I just now realized, and for some reason I thought this is where I was supposed to be, and honestly that was just a big mistake for a lot of reasons that are gonna become very apparent. So I went for a quick heal because, well, that was one of the reasons this was a mistake, is because I needed a heal. So I had to go back, and that meant I had to go back through Mount Coronet. This guy near the Heracross, and for some reason it kind of slipped my mind that he was a fighting bug. I'm pretty sure, or something. Right, he's fighting. Yeah, he's fighting bug. Something that like slipped my mind, and I felt like that was relevant because I think I bring someone out that is, yeah, I bring out Rhyhorn. I knew that was relevant in some way. So that was a bit of a boo-boo by me. I think that's when I realized it, when I was trying to pick him up. I was like, wait, this guy's fighting. But luckily, it didn't matter too much, but then I don't do any damage. Then it did matter again. I'm just not very good at this game. I've been playing Pokemon since I was like 3. Or 4. I'm just not very good. I probably wasn't playing when I was 3. I don't even know if we had a Game Boy then. But I know when I was 4 we had a Game Boy. I remember playing a lot of Yellow. I'd love to know how far I got in Yellow. I'm sure it was not very far. But this Heracross is messing us up. He's a strong lad. I did misplay pretty bad, but like still, he's pretty strong. Let's not put all the blame on me. I just don't think that's very fair, you know. I might be the only one playing, but we're all here together. So effort, dude. I hate takedown as a move. I just hate recoil moves. I don't know why. Maybe it is just because of the recoil itself, but they just don't. Whenever I see like a move with recoil, I'm just like, oh, recoil. It just makes me want to fucking die. Then it usually does make me die. That's the whole point of it. So I figured, F going back to the Pokemon Center. I'm out of this. I'm out of that. I'm out of that life. I'm out of that lifestyle. I figured I'd just do a quick heal up and then just fight some more trainers here, then be on my merry way. But obviously we gotta get all these berries first, because I'm about to use them all. Maybe it is just me, but I just never replant berries. But in Gen 3, I will always go get the Whalmer Pail. I don't know why. It's just one of the few items I know you can get from going in and talking to someone. So it's like one of the few like showing off. But I never use it. So this dude just doesn't want you to go past him unless you can pay $1 million for his scrumptious Slowpoke tail for whatever reason. I don't think he says scrumptious. Maybe, I don't know. That's how I like to interpret what he's actually saying. That might be what he's saying. So this guy's a ninja. I'd just like to know what happened to his Shed Ninja. Maybe he didn't have a spare Pokeball or something, but like, What happened, dude? Oh god, I'm still tired if that wasn't obvious. Even though it's been like an hour since I woke up. At this point. Assuming you're watching directly after the previous part, you'll understand why I'm tired. So I just woke up an hour ago, which is what I just said. But I'm recording this right after part 7, so... Something I was thinking about, actually, is doing these live, maybe? Doing them live is a bit harder, but I think it'd be kind of cool to do them live. Okay. So, this... Hold the phone. This is where the big mistake came in. I should not have done a double battle here. I was just not ready for what was about to happen. So they only have one Pokemon each, which I just thought, oh, okay, that's fine. I was like, oh, these shouldn't be too bad to deal with. Yeah, I got a Rhyhorn, he's pretty good. Against flying types, I got, Voltorb. But little did I know, this was about to go horribly wrong. So Draining Kiss Noctowl, that was good. You know, got some of that back. I should have used Rock Throw or whatever. But once that went through, I was like, yeah, I've lost. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna win now. Oh, is Voltorb dead? Oh, he is dead. Yeah, so I don't even have Voltorb. I forgot that he died. So, obviously this goes really well. Obviously, Groddle and Lombre are the people you want to send out in front of 2 flying. So, this fight just went terribly. Like, there's just no other way about it. Like, it was just bad from beginning to end. Yeah, I pretty much just gave up at this point. This is no way. But, you know, you live and learn. You know when I'm serious about a battle? Is when I start using my mouse to touch the bottom screen instead of using the controller. Which is what's happening right now. That's how you know I'm like really into it. Sometimes it's just fun to press the buttons with the mouse. I do prefer doing it sometimes. It's just like, I don't know. It's just so satisfying to push them. I do wish I could actually push them with my finger, but that's a whole different story. So I don't know why I'm like stalling this fight out. I think this is when I finally gave up. I should have just Rock Tombed from the start. I think if I just Rock Tombed, it's like I forgot this is super effective until just now. If I'd done that, it might have gone a bit better, but I mean, honestly, I doubt that. Yeah, the fight did not go too well. So, anyway, after a quick trip, I decided to come back, and I decided I would just take them on one at a time. Which is not something I like doing with double battles. Like, if there's a choice between a single and a double, I will choose the double every time. But sometimes there are exceptions. This is one of those exceptions. I just could not. I just didn't want to attempt that again. I was like, I'll just play it safe, play it smart. I'll just do one of them at a time. But this Noctowl was fucking me up. I don't know why I didn't send out like anyone else as my first Pokemon. I don't know why I sent out Kalia. I should have just started with the Voltorb. I don't know why I didn't. Like, I really don't. Like, I couldn't sit here and explain it to anyone. I just don't. I just don't know. This doesn't even kill him. He's just gonna kill me. Like, I just really messed up this fight. I think now I'll go for the Rhyhorn. Yep. See, I know me. Oh my god, my dog is going ham. Stop. What is her issue? God, anytime like she sees anyone outside, that's just it. It's just over. Doesn't matter what they're doing. They just exist. And she'll bark at them. I'm expecting a package today though, so I'm like hoping that's not what I'm ignoring. Let's see what Amazon says. It just says out for delivery. It literally says it could be here from 12:30 to 3:30, and that's now. So I'm gonna go take a quick see. No, we're good. But I do see someone walking past, so I'm sure she's about to buck in anyway. So for some reason, in my mind, I thought this was the gym leader, question mark? I don't know why. I thought this is the person I was trying to reach this whole time. And then once that happened, I was like, what the fuck? Where do I go? I was so confused. But now I'm taking on this dude, and hopefully this goes better than the last time. And, well, spoiler alert, it does, because there's only one of him. So, I did actually want to look up something about this Pokemon. Oh! I thought it was a rock flying this whole time. Oh, its Mega Evolution is, I think. Wait, no, it is rock flying. Is it? No, I'm confused. Weakness, Onyx, Electabuzz. I love it, dude. I love its weaknesses. Onyx, Electabuzz, Steel, Ice, Water. Yep. Alright. Bulbapedia is a mess. What does Pokemon.com say? Yeah, rock flying. That's what I thought it was. Okay. Because Google has, like, when you search for a Pokemon, sometimes it, like, has it on the side. And, like, gives you some quick information. And it just said it was a flying type. And that's definitely just not true. I didn't think it was true. I thought it was a rock flying. I knew it. But anyway, after doing all that pointless shit on Route 211, I came back here because this is the northern part of Mount Coronet that we were just going through. And there is a prism scale here, which you can use to evolve a Feebas into a Milotic. But yeah, this is where I should have gone originally, which is where I was going originally. I just didn't commit, because I thought it was wrong. So you go up here, get all these cool items, all these juicy items. I love that noise when you get an item. It's so satisfying. It's just... How could you not love it? That one sounded a bit different. Like it kind of like skipped a little bit, or like stuttered. That was really weird. Duh, I just love that noise. That's why I love the start of this ROM hack, because they just give you a bunch of items. It sounds so nice. I knew it, dude. There she goes. But I think that's for someone else. Because that took her a long time. So here is the Never Melt Ice, which... I think that boosts the power of your ice moves, right? And I think it's used to summon Regice in the Aurus. Maybe it's used in that game, in this game too, with the hack. Yeah, this is not a route you usually come to at this point. But I really like that they did this because anytime there's a snow area, it's usually introduced late into the game. In any game, not even Pokemon, just any game, I feel like any snow area is introduced late into the game. And when it is, it's usually one of the coolest places. It's usually got some of the coolest Pokemon. But by the time you get here, you've already probably got a full team. So it's like you just don't even like care. You've like committed to a team by the time you get here. Apart from my most recent Platinum playthrough, I intentionally like pretty much saved the slot for a Snova and an Abomasnow. So I was like, I am committed to getting one of these. So it's a Pokemon I absolutely love, but I never use it. And that is why, because you get it so late. So I decided I'm literally just gonna sit on my team and just like keep a slot open. I'm just gonna go with 5 Pokemon until I get to a Snova, and I'm just gonna use that instead. But I'm gonna include that in my team, and I did. That's exactly what I did, and I loved them. But that's just what bothers me about the snow areas. They're always just so late. But here they push you to it a little sooner, and I like that. I think that's cool. I really like it. You can't obviously go all the way to Snowpoint City. You can't even go that far through the route. But you can get to like where the house is that heals you. But you can like go to sleep there, get healed. You can do up to that, which is like fine. Because there's plenty of like encounters here that you can get. There's plenty of Pokemon that's like Snover, Swinub. I think Sneasel's on this route too. Like, it's cool. But I don't know, but this is probably one of my favorite parts of the hack so far. And not only because they take you to the snow area, but because they actually take you to like... They've actually like changed the story a little bit, because this just doesn't happen. So it's like they've actually like made quite a big change, I would say, to the story. Which I think is like really cool. So, I'm happy with it. I'm trying to think of where she usually is, and I can't remember to save my life. Like the gym leader, because the gym leader's never usually up here. Imagine if I praised this whole time, and this just wasn't true. Like, could you imagine that? I'm pretty sure it is, though. Like, I'd be pretty upset. I'm literally gonna check it right now. I'm gonna find some video and just, like, find it and find out. But I have to know which part to look at. Oh my god, this isn't it. This ain't it, Chief. So, I am, like, healing a bunch, which seems, like, kind of pointless considering, I'm about to run into a house that heals me. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think oh, no. Oh, god, the pot's over. Oh, god. Bye, everyone. I didn't realize. Also, I just checked, and the gym leader's just usually outside the gym itself. So, yeah, you don't even have to go anywhere. But I figured I'd check. But bye. Bye for real.